Listen up, lunatics, I got a story to tell about a project that's hyper deflationary. It's hard to quail, dedicated to burning the supply of lunar classic. Rewarding all the new classic lunatics, range of ancestors. We got something new, lunatics, we're unique and it's your breed. A contract burns lunar classic, there's no need for greed. Lunatics wallet, our own decks, a loony swap to stay tuned for more updates. We're always pushing through, our team is working hard. Development never stops, debt swapping wallet arm in the works. We'll be on top, landing and borrowing chronicles. Rep the banking system, dude, we got big plans for lunatics. We know just what to do, lunatics, we're unique and it's your breed. A contract burns lunar classic, there's no need for greed. Lunatics wallet, our own decks, a loony swap to stay tuned for more updates. We're always pushing through from the beginning. Our goal was to bring a project to life, burning lunar classic, rewarding all this. That's right, welcome to Winter Rewards. It's up to you to choose, keep it, sell it, or stake it. It's all yours to use, lunatics, we're unique and it's your breed. A contract burns lunar classic, there's no need for greed. Lunatics wallet, our own decks, a loony swap to stay tuned for more updates. We're always pushing through, lunatics, we're the future of the crypto space. Join us on our journey, let's rock this place. Our website's on the way, we keep you in the loop. Lunatics, we're here to make some noise. Listen up, lunatics, I got a story to tell about a project that's hyper deflationary. It's hard to quail, dedicated to burning the supply of lunar classic. Rewarding all the new classic lunatics, range of ancestors. We got something new, lunatics, we're unique and it's your breed. A contract burns lunar classic, there's no need for greed. Lunatics wallet, our own decks, a loony swap to stay tuned for more updates. We're always pushing through, our team is working hard. Development never stops, debt swapping wallet arm in the works. We'll be on top, landing and borrowing chronicles. Rep the banking system, dude, we got big plans for lunatics. We know just what to do, lunatics, we're unique and it's your breed. A contract burns lunar classic, there's no need for greed. Lunatics wallet, our own decks, a loony swap to stay tuned for more updates. We're always pushing through from the beginning. Our goal was to bring a project to life, burning lunar classic, rewarding all this. That's right, welcome to Winter Rewards. It's up to you to choose, keep it, sell it, or stake it. It's all yours to use, lunatics, we're unique and it's your breed. A contract burns lunar classic, there's no need for greed. Lunatics wallet, our own decks, a loony swap to stay tuned for more updates. We're always pushing through, lunatics, we're the future of the crypto space. Join us on our journey, let's rock this place. Our website's on the way, we keep you in the loop. Lunatics, we're here to make some noise. Listen up, lunatics, I got a story to tell about a project that's hyper deflationary. It's hard to quail, dedicated to burning the supply of lunar classic. Rewarding all the new classic lunatics, range of ancestors. We got something new, lunatics, we're unique and it's your breed. A contract burns lunar classic, there's no need for greed. Lunatics wallet, our own decks, a loony swap to stay tuned for more updates. We're always pushing through, our team is working hard. Development never stops, debt swapping wallet arm in the works. We'll be on top, landing and borrowing chronicles. Rep the banking system, dude, we got big plans for lunatics. We know just what to do, lunatics, we're unique and it's your breed. A contract burns lunar classic, there's no need for greed. Lunatics wallet, our own decks, a loony swap to stay tuned for more updates. We're always pushing through from the beginning. Our goal was to bring a project to life, burning lunar classic, rewarding all this. That's right, welcome to Winter Rewards. It's up to you to choose, keep it, sell it, or stake it. It's all yours to use, lunatics, we're unique and it's your breed. A contract burns lunar classic, there's no need for greed. Lunatics wallet, our own decks, a loony swap to stay tuned for more updates. We're always pushing through, lunatics, we're the future of the crypto space. Join us on our journey, let's rock this place. Our website's on the way, we keep you in the loop. Lunatics, we're here to make some noise. Listen up, lunatics, I got a story to tell about a project that's hyper deflationary. It's hard to quail, dedicated to burning the supply of lunar classic. Rewarding all the new classic lunatics, range of ancestors. We got something new, lunatics, we're unique and it's your breed. A contract burns lunar classic, there's no need for greed. Lunatics wallet, our own decks, a loony swap to stay tuned for more updates. We're always pushing through, our team is working hard. Development never stops, debt swapping wallet arm in the works. We'll be on top, landing and borrowing chronicles. Rep the banking system, dude, we got big plans for lunatics. We know just what to do, lunatics, we're unique and it's your breed. A contract burns lunar classic, there's no need for greed. Lunatics wallet, our own decks, a loony swap to stay tuned for more updates. We're always pushing through from the beginning. Our goal was to bring a project to life, burning lunar classic, rewarding all this. That's right, welcome to Winter Rewards. It's up to you to choose, keep it, sell it, or stake it. It's all used to use lunatics. We're unique and it's your breed. A contract runs Lunar Classic. There's no need for greed. Lunatics wallet. Our next, a LUNC to move. Stay tuned for more updates. We're always pushing through lunatics. We're the future of the crypto space. Join us on our journey. Let's rock this place. Our website's on the way. We keep you in the loop. Lunatics, lunatics. We're here to make some noise. Listen up, lunatics. I got a story to tell about a project that's hyper deflationary. It's hard to quail, dedicated to burning the supply of Lunar Classic. Rewarding all the new classic lunatics range of assets. We got something here, lunatics. We're unique and it's your breed. A contract runs Lunar Classic. There's no need for greed. Lunatics wallet, our own decks, a LUNC to stay tuned for more updates. We're always pushing through. Our team is working hard. Development never stops. Deck swapping wallet are in the works. We'll be on top, landing and borrowing protocols. Rep the banking system, dude. We got big plans for lunatics. We know just what to do. Lunatics, we're unique and it's your breed. A contract runs Lunar Classic. There's no need for greed. Lunatics wallet, our own decks, a LUNC to stay tuned for more updates. We're always pushing through. From the beginning, our goal was to bring a project to life. Burning Lunar Classic, rewarding all this. That's right, what you do with your rewards. It's up to you to choose. Keep it, sell it, or stake it. It's all used to use. Lunatics, we're unique and it's your breed. A contract runs Lunar Classic. There's no need for greed. Lunatics wallet, our own decks, a LUNC to stay tuned for more updates. We're always pushing through. Lunatics, we're the future of the crypto space. Join us on our journey. Let's rock this place. Our website's on the way. We keep you in the loop. Lunatics, lunatics. We're here to make some noise. Listen up, lunatics. I got a story to tell about a project that's hyper deflationary. It's hard to quail, dedicated to burning the supply of Lunar Classic. Rewarding all the new classic lunatics range of assets. We got something.
Hello everyone, how's everybody doing?
Yo, what's up?
Looks like we got a fair amount of people joining. I'll give it a few minutes and then I'll start. Well, I had it recorded anyway, so somebody can listen to it later. So as you can see, the audit is posted in the chat. We had a few issues to fix and we did that, and the final audit came through today. So everything is passed. There's only one low risk and it says maximum combined taxes of 30%. It's the same thing as BSC pretty much. That just allows us to go up to a maximum of 15 buy and sell, but our taxes are still 8%. Other than that, there's no issues. The reward system was fixed. What else was there? Yeah, so other than that, the contract is good. So what we're going to be doing over the next few days is sort out the airdrops for all the V1, V2 holders. We'll be airdropping them. And during the next week, we will be arranging our marketing. We started that already. Now that we have the contract 100%, we can book in marketing. So our launch date before then as well. So maybe if anyone has any questions.
Yeah, I think April 3rd is on a Sunday.
Yes, it will be Sunday, and most likely it'll be Sunday later afternoon UTC, but the time we'll set.
Why
during
not
the coming week.
launch it on Monday instead of the weekend?
May 1st. We can't go this Monday. It's too soon. We can't get any of the marketing scheduled before then. So if we would push it to a Monday, I don't know what difference it's going to make between Sunday and Monday, but
how's everyone doing?
everybody's quiet.
I'm just jumping. So obviously, you've already updated everyone with regards to the contract being ready.
Yeah,
And-
the contract ready and audited. That we're launching on April 30th. I just didn't give the exact time because we haven't set that yet.
I heard something about the first. What was it about? Sorry.
Well, somebody was just saying instead of the Sunday, the Monday.
Okay.
I think for launch wise, it won't make much difference Sunday or Monday.
Mm-hmm.
But I think just to keep within the initial scope of what we said, we will launch this month. So we will launch on the last day.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm not. I know like Friday, Saturdays are not really great days to do a launch. So, so I know I've seen a lot of projects launch on Sundays. I'm not sure if there's much of a difference between Sunday and Monday, but I mean, either way, we're not fast. As long as we're at the point now where the contract's ready and audited, so we know we're good to go. It's just about scheduling everything, which I'm sure you've already said that we'll start scheduling stuff. So
Okay, yeah, and we have to.
Go on, David.
Go
Sorry.
Yeah, let me ask you, when do we get the contract number?
The contract address will be in a few days. We haven't deployed it to the main net. Right now, we're not going to deploy it. If you look at ETH gas fees, they're just absolutely insane. So it would cost us about 4 times the usual cost. And it's actually very expensive to deploy a contract. So it's not an issue waiting a few days to deploy it into the main net. And then we will update everyone with the contract address and work on airdrops.
Is the same number that's on the audit?
Nope, that says it's the test net. That will be totally different.
Another thing, did the team already decide how many days we get 6%?
What was that?
Did the team decide already how many days we get 6%?
Sure, 1 week.
Ouch. We were out almost.
Yeah, it will be minimum 1 week, and we'll see how it goes. We may extend that as well. The only reason we have to wait till next weekend to launch is because to organize the marketing, we had to wait until we had the contract. And
Okay.
now we can book it in.
If we waited already almost 2 weeks, another 10 days won't matter anyway.
No,
Yeah,
and
I mean,
you wouldn't want to launch it now anyways. If you looked at the GUI on ETH, because of those 2 coins being botted so heavily, ETH went from an average 25 GUI to 150. Nobody want to buy anyway.
I see.
Yeah, I mean the key thing is now that we've got the contract and it's all good to go. So, you know, just finding the right time over the next, you know, week, 10 days, whatever it is, to schedule everything and then get it all.
Now, is there anything what you can do on Uniswap is 9%? What's how do you call that?
Slippage.
Yeah, slippage. Can you do anything about that?
Not really. As the liquidity builds up stronger, sometimes slippage will decrease, but slippage is just to guarantee your transaction to go through. The taxes will be 8%. We don't take more than 8%, but sometimes if there's buy pressure, slippage is higher. If there's no buy pressure, it's lower. We are going to do same thing we have done BSC and go through EverSwap. So you can buy there instead of Uniswap, and you just set in how much you want to buy, and it does all the calculations for you. You don't have to manually adjust slippage or anything like that.
So I can go on how's it called?
Yeah, it's EverSwap. We'll have the link. It's the same. If you buy our BSC token, you can buy it through EverSwap, and
No,
you don't need to set.
I only have the ETH concept.
Yeah, I know, but the BSC is the same. It will be the same as BSC if you use EverSwap. It just makes it easier to buy.
So I'll just connect my wallet to EverSwap, and that will work.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
We'll provide the links in our chat, so don't go to any DMs or anything like that. Anything we do is always officially posted and linked in our chat.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess I'll have to wait. Hopefully everything will be fine.
Yeah, and everyone will receive their airdrops automatically, and we will announce that when we do it. You won't have to claim them manually, and we will post the contract for the token on the mainnet. But you can look through the audit, you can read the code yourself, or just accept the auditor's results, but that's the contract.
I have a question. Does the new contract take care of the issue about the automatic drop and the contract not recognizing our wallets with our LUNC?
Yes and no. We will have that all with the airdrop. Your wallets will be recognized. Distribution is automatic or manual. You can claim it yourself, and we do have where we can change intervals, so we will play around with those adjustments, but for the most part the user doesn't have to do anything. You just buy the tokens or get the airdrop and you'll get the rewards.
Any update on, I know you're doing the wallet testing, but any update on the wallet being released and then the DEX as well?
Yes, the wallet, with a little bit of testing plus a little bit of feedback, we decided to possibly add different features right away. So we're just waiting on some information back from the developers, and otherwise the people that are testing, they can use the wallet. There's nothing wrong with using it on the mainnet. It's just these added features are going to take a few more weeks. So we're just waiting on confirmation first, and then we'll announce the update on that. As the DEX swap, last week already, or end of the week before, they started testing the liquidity pools and swaps and stuff. And last week they were still in testing. This week we should get an update, And as soon as we have an update, then we'll forward it to the community. It's just everything has to be secure. There's just been too much bad actors in this space in the last couple of weeks, and as everyone is seeing, everyone's saying they're getting liquidity hacked and all this stuff. So we're just making sure everything is 100%.
What, the inside job that he hacks?
Yeah, that's right. I'm not convinced any of this is really hacked. But,
It was a new trend last week.
yeah, new meta.
Mm.
Well, I mean, it gives the opportunity to come in and provide a more secure DEX.
Well, that's a key thing too, because rushing it and throwing it out there and it not being 100% or not knowing it's 100% just opens us up for issues. We want other projects to use our DEX, not just us. So we want to market it as secure as well.
Any update on Metaverse?
They're still working in development with that. From what we know, and I don't want to comment too much on it because there's some legal issues going on, is that Exodus does own the rights legally. They just got to fight for that. So once they have, I don't know, been advised by their lawyers or whatever, they will make more announcements on that, and I would leave that up to them.
Let me ask you something on the DEX. Can you make some, or will it have something like KuCoin? It's a limit or market buy?
No, it's a DEX, and we won't have limit buys and sells. I know Panckaceswap does have that feature, but it doesn't really work that well.
KuCoin has it and it works fine.
Yeah, but KuCoin is a central exchange.
Mm-hmm.
That's different. That's an artificial market book. Like it's an internal thing.
I see. So you cannot put it on your DEX.
Well, we can limit, but only will work for non-tokenomic coins like stable coins, like ETH, Bitcoin, and so on. And it's just more headache than it's worth for a DEX.
I see. Okay, and by when do you think it's going to come out?
Well, that I can't give an official date until all the security checks are passed, and you can't gauge that because there's issues you have to correct them. So we'll wait for that update. We
So
keep you updated as soon as we get the information.
So the audit was now only for the contract, not only that?
Yeah, it's only for the ETH contract. The DEX will get fully audited as well.
Okay.
Does anyone else have any questions?
Yeah, since there will be a 10 days till the launch date, if we can explain a little bit about the marketing plan that we have set into place.
While we're booking AMAs, advertisements on multiple platforms. We won't disclose all of them until they start getting released, and then we'll publicize them. Shilling teams. Basically what we had lined up for the first round, but we had to cancel and then reschedule. So now we're just in the process of rescheduling these AMAs, calls, and all the advertisements on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, so on.
Awesome. All right.
I got a question or maybe even a comment. For the marketing, can we consider putting some marketing dollars into the, we have the last buy contests. So I was in another Telegram where that worked really well, but the rewards were substantial. They were giving out basically $1,000. On each side, the fees make it so that you kind of have to spend a little bit of money to make it. So can we consider that?
Yeah, last buy contests and big buy contests are always a part of our marketing plans.
We can scale them up definitely, obviously, because of the ETH side a little bit.
Yeah, ETH is not so much for $5, $10 buyers. It's a little bit more. It's less frequent buys, but bigger. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything else to update at the moment. Your tokens will all be automatically sent to you, so you don't have to worry about that. We will release the contract address for the mainnet during that time. Launch date will be April 30th. Time will be announced then. So for this next week, I don't want to see everybody fudding every day when, because it's set, it's April 30th. Bitcoin rewards will stay. We do have the option to change rewards if we feel like it. So maybe we'll implement something later on where the community can vote on that. Bridging, that's a question we get asked a lot. Bridging is already been discussed, and when we decide it's going to be open, we haven't determined whether that's a few days, a week, or 2 weeks, but the bridge option will happen, and we'll also be able to buy on LBank and transfer to either ETH or BSC.
Any new plans for centralized exchanges within the next quarter or two?
I have been in discussion with a representative for different exchanges, but because our ETH launch went the way it is, we're going to wait till we launch and decide probably the first week after launch. But we do have a few options, and it is in our plans to for sure go on another more top 10 exchange versus a whole bunch of top 100s.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Sometimes people think, well, the more is better, but if you know the back end stuff on exchanges, most of the small ones don't actually have an organic volume. They just have market makers, and there's no point for us to waste money going there. So picking a top 10 that costs more money but actually has real people trading is beneficial for the project.
And then how about the Ethereum NFTs? Any time frame for one release? And number two, I know a lot of people are owed at least one.
Yeah, they will get their free one, but Sega can get more information on that.
Yeah, I mean, the NFTs are kind of probably a day or two away from actually being finished as well. So obviously with the delays that we've had regarding the contract, this probably all coincides with that. We'll have quite a few things ready to go as and when we want to release them. So definitely by next weekend, we can kind of release them as and when we want to. So depending on how the launch goes, depending on the traffic, and obviously everyone that's due to get their free one will definitely get that. But then obviously we want to try and sell the rest of them to get some more funds in for the project for the long term, for more development as well. So we'll have to time that right. But yeah, by the time we launch next week, we'll have them ready as well to go and to release them as and when we please.
Do you guys have a marketplace in mind to be able to trade them?
Well, we're gonna have our own minting and staking page for them, and then you'll be able to trade them on OpenSea or wherever. We're not going to build a marketplace for now. And once enough trade volume gets reached on OpenSea, then we can have it a verified collection.
Nice.
Would everyone want us to put it up for vote April 30th or May 1st launch? Does it make a lot of difference to people whether it's Sunday or Monday?
No, leave it on Sunday.
Leave it on Sunday.
Yeah, leave it on Sunday. Yeah, you're right. That was the promise to have it by April.
Yeah, I prefer Sunday anyways because Mondays just seem to be a shitty day. It's either Sundays, Tuesdays, or Wednesdays.
I think Sunday people have got a bit more time on their hands, especially like evening kind of thing. So we'll try and make that best time
Bored
to
and
do.
want to spend money.
Yeah, plus it's end of the month as well. Everyone's getting paid as well, so might be a bit of extra cash flow about.
Just trying to think of the most common questions in the chat in the last 2 weeks, but I think we've covered everything. Well, if nobody has
Any
any more
time frame
questions,
on
go
when
ahead.
stake? Oh, sorry. Any time frame on when the staking is going to be open for the ETH side?
No, there isn't a set. It's not going to be the same staking platform as ESC. There's reason for that. ETH is a lot expensive, and those are contract creations. Was hoping that the decks would be ready so you could stake on our decks, but we want to let the first week of launch play out. Let the holders stay in the Jeep Go, and then we'll probably do an interim staking contract till our DEX is ready.
Will you be locking the contract upon on Sunday, or will you leave it open to test it out?
Like as the liquidity, or
Yeah, exactly.
we probably will launch with liquidity in a timed contract for a short duration, just to make sure. We have tested this contract on the test net several times. We've tested it on the main net, so I'm confident it's going to be fine, but you never know. So we will leave it maybe, I guess, technically unlocked for 1 day, and then if everything's good, lock the liquidity.
Okay. What I've noticed on another project is because they didn't lock the contract, it kind of scared a lot of investors away.
Yeah, it will be in a short duration time lock, so it will be locked right away, but with a short time.
Yeah, and is it possible, because I noticed that with that other project that they didn't, like Dex tool never updated to show that the contract was locked, even after they locked it. And so I don't know if they didn't reach out to DEX tools or how that works, but probably something to look into. That way, you know, investors don't see that it's locked when it really is.
Okay, so the only reason it wouldn't show locked on DEX tools is if they did not use a reputable token locker, or it really wasn't locked and they just made it look like it. If you use Unicrypt, DX Locker, Mudra, Team Finance, Lock, all of those will update automatically in DEX tools.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
So if there's ever you are ever in a coin where it's not showing up on DEX tools, if they can't provide you the link to the lock on an official reputable lock token locker, it's not really locked. Yeah, it might take ours 24 hours before it shows on DEX tools locked, and it may scare some new investors, and that's fine. They can hang out in the chat and get to know everyone, but obviously we've had the LP in our hands for a couple of weeks. It's not going anywhere. So we just don't want to have to go through a hassle of sending tokens and if something goes wrong or whatever, but I'm confident it's going to work well. And you guys are free to look through the contract code through the audit, the auditor's comments. We used a reputable auditing firm. Spywell's been around for a little while, and they do a good job. It's not the same as a CERTIC audit, but a CERTIC audit on a platform will come at a later date. And some people have, that's one question I forgot. Some people have been asking about their Bitcoin rewards stuck in the old contract. We're looking into how to auto distribute what's left, because the system is designed to distribute on transactions, sell transactions. And since there isn't any, it's not doing it. I'm not sure how long that will take. So if we can figure that out, we can do it. But if you all of a sudden have a lot of rewards pending, you know, that makes it worth claiming with gas fees, you can manually claim them yourself.
But I think the total amount that's in there amongst everybody, it works out to pennies, if not cents.
Yeah,
There are a couple
nine,
holders, you know, that might be like in a few dollar amounts, but I think the total pool, considering the amount of holders, it doesn't really work out so much.
yeah, I think it's total in there is $900 and some divided by all the shareholders, so it's not going to be a whole lot. But we can't access it either, so it will either stay stuck there or we'll be able to force it to distribute. Okay, well, if there isn't any more questions, then I'll close this VC so the recording isn't so long for those that want to listen to it later.
Hey, Johnny, it's Jerry. Thanks to you and Sega for everything that you're doing. I shot you a message, Johnny, about something to keep in mind. It's not value add for the larger group, but just something you might want to keep in mind. So it's not timely or anything. Just want to let you know.
Okay.
All right, guys. Obviously, we appreciate everyone's patience as well. We know it's been a little bit of testing on everyone, but you know, all good things come to those who wait. They say so. I'll go along with that saying.
Okay, Jerry, I just saw your message. I'll look into that. I don't really want to change things for us because of the delay, but if it's actually going to be an issue, then we'll see.
All right, sounds good. Thanks again for everything that you guys do, and best of luck as we wait until April the 30th. Should be good.
You bet. Thanks. Yeah, and thank everyone for the patience you've had with us. It will be worth it, I think. I'm actually excited for the launch. Just need a little bit more time to arrange everything and get the airdrops out, and we will announce everything in the chat, so you don't need to ask if you haven't seen the announcement or if it's not. Poor Holder's pretty adamant at sharing our announcements quite frequently in the chat, so if he's not sharing it, it's not released yet. So just have a little more patience.